Blessed day, my people. Hope everybody doing good. Hope everybody alright. So the topics I want to talk about in this video: a taxi driver throat was slashed after sneezing in public. A 7-year-old was crushed to death by a truck, and the Jamaica government considering to publish persons who fail to comply after traveling. So the first topic I'm going to talk about is, boy, those little sad incident are going with the man who sneezed. So it says, taxi driver throat slash after sneezing to seasoning in St. Anne. We often told that Jamaica is not a real place, when in reality it's a few who adds up to the country's population aren't real. Our news team received information that a taximan in St. Anne was yesterday attacked and his throat slashed for sneezing in a store. According to the victim, he had just met with a vendor selling spices and ground seasonings, which he had an allergic reaction to. On entering the store, he became stuffy and suddenly sneezed. He was then approached by an unidentified man who got in a heated argument with him. Before he could explain what happens, the man pulled a sharp object and made a swing at him, then sped off. Still in shock and had no idea he was bleeding until everyone started staring at him and running away. He was assisted to the hospital by other cabbies outside. The perpetrator fled the scene and is still on the run. In a similar incident, a man was beaten senselessly and thrown off a bus for sneezing. Boy, people are really going in Jamaica, and you can tell me man throat get cut because him a sneeze. Yes, we know say everybody depend them P's and Q's and afraid of the coronavirus, but I mean, you don't have to take it to that level there, you know, and that just goes to show you, say, you have some dark and illiterate people out there, you know. And everything, you know, where somebody trigger off have nothing to do with COVID-19. You have people who have allergies, you have people who are just sick in general, you see me? So nowadays, if you sneeze, a COVID-19 you have, what kind of stupidness that? And me I tell you the truth, people, take this as a lesson. Nobody go out there and say nobody can touch you if you sneeze and them thing there. You have some dark and illiterate people out there where just feel like they have violence them for use for solve anything what bother them. So trust me, if you're not fi bust out a sneeze, no do it. You see me, boy, as me said, the man with the inner the bus too, you know say the driver come off of the bus and see if the man, cause the people them did start beat him. Obviously, you know say them never did go travel with him, you see me? And the driver said, no man, me know him, nobody beat him or nobody kill him, because the guy say, yo, the people them they look like them, they don't want to take him life. You see me? And we're glad that that never go on. And see it, you know, it come back right around where our next person sneeze and somebody cut him short and run off. So really and truly, we want some justice for that brother here, because at the end of the day, you know, it's a very sad thing we're going. The man gonna lose him life. You see me, people? Some of us are wait for a picture for put out of the person who commit this horrendous act. And boy, I tell him, I can't believe so we reach that level now where, you know, you can't do certain things nowadays. But then again, not supposed to surprise me, because me is a man who basically watch the news and I read the news every day. So, you know, but people, when you see something like this, you can't help but feel in shock. Say people would have really do something like this, you see me? Or a man would have really do something like that. And obviously him and the man get in a heated argument, and that is another reason why I say, yo, you know, nobody argue with nobody, because some people don't even want to hear what you have to say. They want to have all of the same then. And maybe that's why the man cut the man short, apart from the sneezing as well, you see me? But leave in the comments and make me know when you think about these people. Trust me, if you're not have to sneeze, all the teen, even though them say a sneeze can kill you, but boy, also a man we see a sneeze and want feel like say you spread the COVID-19, you see me? And then want to take your life. So either way, you doom if you do, and you doom if you don't. But leave in the comments as me say, people, and I'm going to move right on to the next story. 7-year-old crushed to death after truck overturns. A 7-year-old boy was crushed to death by building construction material which were being transported in a truck in which he was traveling after it overturned in his community Friday afternoon. The deceased has been identified as Nathan Newell of a Belmont St. James address. Reports are that about 2 p.m., the young lad was traveling in the back of a truck laden with building construction material up a steep hill when the driver lost control of the vehicle which overturned. The boy was reportedly thrown from the truck and was crushed to death by large bags containing sand and stones. Newell's parents and sister, who were passengers in the cab of the truck with the driver, also sustained injuries and were rushed to the hospital for treatment. The driver of the truck was reportedly taken into custody for questioning by the Anchovy police. Boy, people, what a sad and unfortunate situation. And remember, I think last year, the other 7-year-old youth, they get crushed by a truck. Benjamin, I him name, I don't remember, but something another Benjamin, Zane, and boy, we see a similar situation that happen now. Boy, but why them never just keep him inside of the truck? Yes, so man say people, and we know we're gonna ask that question here, why? That's why sometimes you have to think before you do things, you see me? And the fact same parents is there, have him in at the back with all of them type of something there. I mean, what kind of parenting that? But you don't know, seminary really there for bash them in a people, but we have to think certain things. You see what man say? Yeah man, people, at the end of the day, I have to send condolences to the family. And as them say, the driver is in questioning right now, because, you know, obviously, I have to go give him statement as to what happened. But people, you know, it's just sad. 7-year-old youth just lose him life in the blink of an eye. You see me? And I want to tell you, say, them rest of people, they're lucky to car. Them could have lose for them life as well. You see me? But it's just that them should just have the youth in the front, man. You see me? We know as, you know, kids will love traveling a van back and truck back and them thing there, but not when you travel with them bag of sand and them whole heap of things there in the back. You see me? But leave in the comments and make me know what you think about these people. I'm going to move right on to the final story. Government considering publishing names of passengers who failed to self-report. Minister of Health and Wellness, Dr. Christopher Tufton, says the government is considering publishing the names of persons who arrived in the country between March the 18th and the 23rd and have failed to report to the ministry. We are just looking at one aspect of the law to ensure that we are on good grounds to do that. I certainly support that because I think it is a national imperative. It is a public health issue that is of utmost importance, he said. Tufton was responding to questions from opposition spokesperson on health, Dr. Maurice Guy, during a special select committee meeting to review development relating to COVID-19 at Gardner House on Thursday. The government has issued an order for all persons who came into the island between March the 18th and the 23rd to report using the website Jam COVID-19. The order as well makes it mandatory for persons to self-quarantine for 14 days starting from the date of their arrival. Persons could face up to $1 million or 12-month imprisonment under the Disaster Risk Management Act for failure to adhere to the order. Tufton said that a contact list is being collated from information placed on forms that persons were asked to complete, but noted that the ministry is having difficulty deciphering some of the details on the form. I've seen some of those forms. Very few people actually put an address that is legible or the right address. So what is happening now is that we have to take those forms and literally go through them, and it reflects the changes that may be required going forward in terms of automation of this information where persons use the electronic filing, he noted. Tufton said the following discussions with the Minister of National Security, the police and the public health personnel are now engaged in contacting these individuals. So yes, people, you know, so the government have to do what they have to do, because a lot of these people were coming to the country. Them just, I don't know if afraid why them no want, you know, give out them information. I guess afraid. But at the end of the day, these are the people where we have to be afraid of, because if them come down with the COVID-19, then you can just imagine, because over 5,000 people coming to the country and, you know, the government can't locate them. So it's very sad that people that do them thing here put other Jamaicans' life at risk, you understand? But at the end of the day, we know enough people now go and tell where them they and where them live, and you understand where the government can find them. And that's why I say a lot of these Jamaicans, them just unrule a certain way, you understand? And even with the whole curfew thing, remember how the youth come out and do a bag of thing. Me also see other videos where people are this Andrew-Holness and them thing there. And the thing about it, I do not understand if them not know say it is for their benefit. You feel like say Andrew-Holness I tell if you stay your yard because, you know, him just no want nobody leave them yard. No, the man a try prevent the thing from spreading. Right now we're at 53 cases, I believe. I think of 53 people. I'm not sure. But when I don't know, say the cases them continue regardless of persons getting out, because I heard that is 7 persons recovered now. You see me? So you know, say them not actually have 53 cases dealing with right now. but they still continue the counting. So even if say if there are 53 now and 30 people recover and them gone home na them yard, them still are going to continue the counting if 2 more persons get infected with the virus. You see me? So that would make it 55 and the numbers continue up. But I could be wrong, people. So if I'm wrong, you can correct me in the comment section. I don't think them take off anything. Them just continue the cases them. You see me? And me also see a thing where the Philippines president, the man go hard. That's why I tell you say our laws are joke laws, people. And even though I know a lot of persons now go agree with this, but me see where the Philippines president him give authorities to the police them to kill anybody who try to go around the quarantine, like the curfew and them thing there. Cause just like we have our unruly set of people, them have for them unruly set of people as well. And me even see an article were published and it say, shoot coronavirus lockdown violators dead, says Philippine president. So the man play you see me? We know a lot of persons are going to say that is kind of harsh. Fim said that. I remember, people, this now come from the minister of security and rating and thing. This come from an actual president. You know what I said? The man say the people, the police them for shoot anybody who try to go around the thing. But viewers and subscribers, I want to leave in the comments and make me know what you think about this. And people, stay safe until I drop the next video. I'm out.